Say hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Come on in. Let's do a little project together. Get a real quick little drink of water. Beautiful day here in Ohio. I don't know if you can see how sunny it is back there. It's been so pretty. It's cool. The sun's out. There's a breeze. I've had the doors open all day, so it's been awesome. So when you guys come rolling in, please say hello. And for those of you that are brand new, my name's Kelly Weiler, and you are at Girl Upcycled Studio. We are doing a live, and we're going to do a fun little project today. I just wanted to do something kind of light and fun and whimsical. Hello, Laura. Laura, am I on my business page? Because it looks like I'm on my personal page, which would be weird. So let me know, Laura. Good to see you. Hi, Amy. How are you? Hello, hello. Hi, Paula. Let me take my glasses off. I'm getting quite a glare. Good to see your faces. So I have something just really fun. Little hint. You guys remember this? Thanks, Laura. Okay, I thought it was, but it looked different today. So I'm going to be working on, I've got two phones here, but probably just have time. I'll just work on maybe one this time, and we'll do this in stages. So this one, I already have kind of like gutted out a little bit. I took the little plate off of it. I also took the wire off of it. I guess you could leave it if you wanted to. I like to take mine off because it's a little bit easier to work on them. Thanks, Judith. So appreciate that. So I'm going to take these little wires off. So this is the plate that I took off. It just pops right off. Hi, Karen. Driving home? Have a safe trip, chickie. So this is the plate. I took that plate off, and this is what it looked like. It looks like this when you do that. And I'm going to embellish it with some of the IOD molds today, and y'all can kind of just help me figure out what the design will be. I have Old 57 already on here as a base coat, and I'm going to paint more on it, but I just wanted to get that base coat on there real good because it was kind of looking kind of rough, and I wanted to get it covered really well. So that's what I did. So I'm going to go ahead and move my camera a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better. There we go. Voila. Is that good? All right. So what I started off with, and I wonder if I can zoom. Ooh, I can? Is it zooming? Did that zoom for all of you? But I can't see your comments now, so that probably won't work. All right. So I'm going to line it with these little, they almost look like little pearls or little beads. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? You probably were out in your little Volkswagen today, weren't you? Because it's so nice out. But look at these little beadlets. I thought that would be cute, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line it, and let me show you the molds that I'm using for that one. This is what that looks like, and I'm using this little one on the end here. Yes, you were awesome. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm so happy for you though. And this is the clay that I'm using. This is air dry clay, which is basically paper clay. I sell this on my website. So you can go to girlupcycledstudio.com, and you'll want to go to where it says Iron Orchid Design, and you will find all of these products. So you'll find the clay, And you'll also find all of the molds. I have a good bit of molds in stock. I've used this one several times. This is the mermaids, the birds. I've used that several times. This one is one of the most popular ones. If you do not have this one and you're a furniture artist or a painter and you paint furniture, this is definitely one. Oh, you know what? You guys, this is the little beadlet that I used was on this one, so I lied to you. But that kind of looks like beadlets too. This is the one that I used. So this is Classic Elements, I believe. This one, I have done a ton of furniture pieces with this one. This was one of my favorites because it has wings on it, feathers and wings. And I've not opened this one yet, but this is the butterfly. So that's what I'm going to use today. I'm going to let all of you kind of help me out. So what do you think I should put on this? I was kind of thinking maybe a feather here on the handle parts because I needed something long. So you guys can kind of let me know what you think. And meanwhile, I'm going to get the clay ready. And if you happen to have problems with your clay sticking to your molds, you can just simply get some cornstarch and get a little brush, and you can brush your cornstarch inside the molds and they'll just kind of pop right up. Hello, Nadine. It's so good to see you. We're doing a little IOD project today using the molds, and we're going to upcycle a vintage telephone. You guys, it's so cute. When the kids come in, they're so fascinated by it because, you know, you got to think these kids have never used a phone like this. So they're kind of fascinated by it, which I think is pretty cute. So if you notice, I just pushed that down. I know you can't see. I just kind of pushed that down. And you can use something flat if you want to scrape and get a flat edge. You can just scrape it right off like that, so you get a flat side. And I like to put my stuff back in here, keep it fresh. And then you're just going to kind of bend it. You're going to bend the mold until it pops out. And it pulls out pretty easily. Voila. Okay, and I'm just going to line it up so I can kind of see where I want it. And I'm just going to use my fingernail and kind of like miter it down into the piece below, kind of miters it together. And then you're good to go. And I'm just going to use a little bit of wood glue. This is just Gorilla Glue is all this is. And you're just going to cover it real well. Now the one thing you do need to keep in mind, it is paper clay. So it will maybe shrink just a teeny tiny bit. So if you overlap it a little bit, that's probably going to be a good idea. If you come in the next day and there's a little tiny gap, all you need to do is just take a little bit of clay and fill it, and you're good to go. Okay. Hi, Leslie. I am upcycling a vintage phone, and I haven't told you guys what I'm going to do with it. Now, those of you that have been in my store, you probably already know. So I'm thinking it's going to be some kind of upcycled art. I hate that I can't see you. Let me see if I can raise this just a smidgen. So I think it's going to be some kind of upcycled art. And I may mount it onto like a framed board. If I may stain or do something to the background of the board. And then that way the phone will pop against it, like if it's hanging on the wall. And then I'll have the frame probably painted so that it accents. And then, you guys, you can actually get some little air plants, or you could do succulents, but look how cute it's going to be. I'll have to post like, whoops, a picture when it's completely done. But my thought is that would be so cute as, you know, just some funky upcycled art is my thought. So what do y'all think? Crazy? What? Or crazy or crazy good? What do you think? All right, so let me move my camera back down. I might be a little bit too close, huh? There we go. Yeah. Thanks, Leslie. All right, so I'm thinking possibly, oh, we got to do one more little ringlet of the little pearls, or whatever you want to call them, little beadlets. So I'm going to pinch a little bit off of this clay. I'm going to warm it, and you're just going to roll it. And whenever I do a long piece like this, I like to roll it the same length. And then it just kind of pops in there real easily. Any questions, you guys? Again, this is Classic Elements. I have plenty of these in stock, you guys, because this is probably one of my #1 sellers. Look at that. I didn't even need my little stick. I just kind of use my finger. It looks like my, I don't know if it hesitated. Let me see. No, it looks like it's still going. Does it look okay as far as the video? I'm just gonna pop that out. I had trouble with it yesterday. I probably should not have used this today. For some reason, it's been giving me trouble. Okay, so I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to measure it. And then, again, I'm going to take my nail, and I'm just going to use my nail to miter the side. Miter that so your corners meet up. And I'm going to miter it right there. Clear but slow. Oh, geez. All right. Seems as though I may not be able to use my phone for this. It's like if I use my desktop, it works fine, but then I can't aim the camera on my project like I have it, which I think is kind of nice. All right. Cute, huh? A little choppy. Do you guys think I should leave and come back? Is it that bad? Because this is on my YouTube. Cute, right? So that just kind of gives it a finished edge. Kind of hides all those little imperfections. Haven't seen anything like this with the molds. Oh, well, this is what it looks like. This is called Classic Elements. Okay, Laura, thanks. I'm just going to keep going then because like I said, I am live over on YouTube. And hello to my YouTube people, Tara Nay. Good to see you. This is called Classic Elements. And this is on my website. And I have plenty of these in stock. This is probably one of my biggest sellers here because you can use this on artwork, but you can use it mostly on furniture is what I use this for. but has lots of uses. All right. So I'm thinking maybe a feather. What do y'all think? I think a feather might fit nicely on there. Let me just measure it. I'm gonna like lay this down and see what would fit perfectly. Take one of these. Flip over to YouTube. Yeah, let me know, Leslie. Thank you. Y'all are wonderful. All right, so I'm going to use, I believe, this form right here. This is the feathers. Oh my goodness, I've used this so many times. They're beautiful. I've made, gosh, ornaments with them. My sister used it with her ceramic. What else? I've used it on my guitar. It's really cool. So I like to kind of like do the pinch pop method when I do a longer piece. So if you notice, I'm pushing it, but I'm also pinching it together as I go, and I'm pushing it forward. That to me is the easiest way to get this in here level and without a lot of waste. And then you just pull that off. And again, like I said, if you're at home and you have trouble with this sticking, all you need to do is just use a little bit of cornstarch, and you'll put a little bit in the bottom and it'll keep it from sticking. I don't have too much trouble really at all with the upgraded molds, okay? Once in a blue moon I might, but for the most part, these new molds do pretty well for me. Hey Michelle, how are you? But no biggie, if you do have problems, you just simply get that. There's a little feather. Same way over here. Legible and either, just keep going. Okay, girly. The molds, they are awesome, Leslie. They really are. You've been using them for a while now too, haven't you? So I want to get up there really close so you can see the detail. Hi, Judy. Switched over to YouTube. I love my YouTubes. Can I just tell you? Let's see. So, okay, placement. What should I do? Just put it in the middle? What do you think? Middle? I'm thinking that might be the best option. You just haven't seen on a phone. Yeah, it's gonna be cute. I might have to. Not sure if I'll get it finished tonight or not. But it's gonna be cute. I can show you a guitar that I did, and it was really, really cool. So I think I'm just gonna put this right in the middle. And wipe that excess off. I'm just using Gorilla Glue. I got a little too much on there, but so that's that. I mean, I doubt anybody will ever use these phones again. However, I do have one at home that works, and it's red, and it's so cool, and I love it. Yeah, I'll show you the guitar. If you guys want to see that, remind me before we get done. Okay, what else? We got to put something on the sides, and I'm thinking something right here. What am I gonna do here? Let's do. And probably you could completely cover the entire thing if you wanted to. It's totally up to you, to where not much of the um, base would show. That's completely up to you. I'm thinking I want to use one of these pieces. I think I'm going to use this piece right here, and I think I will put it along the bottom possibly. So let's get that started. Have you done any purses? Becky, what do you mean, like painted? Or have I painted purses? Because I have. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. I wish I could see you. I feel like I'm being rude. Did you paint that phone? Old 57. Yes, girl. You know I did. You know I did. All right. So with this one, it's fat in the middle and it goes out thin on the sides. So I tend to leave a big chunk in the middle, and then I start pinching out to the sides before I push down. I don't know if that even makes sense to all of you. Those of you that have worked with these, you probably get what I'm saying, but I have it down, guys. I've been working with this stuff long enough to where I feel like I've really got a good feel for it. Now, I have yet to do, you know how some of the ladies, like I know Debbie from Debbie's Design Diary, I know she did like a complete full coverage. And she did a seahorse one time, and all that good stuff. So I have yet to do like a huge design with these. I don't know, it is time consuming, but they are beautiful, you know. Classic Elements, yes. Michelle is putting that link up for all of you if you want to find it. Classic Elements is definitely, if you are new to this and you do not have any of these and you're a furniture painter, as well as an artist, the Classic Elements is going to be your friend. Okay, whoops. And they've done a great job on their products this year. They made them with a nice little lip so that you're able to get them really nice and flat. And this one, I don't know. Let's see if it might come out on me. It's giving me a little, it's hesitating. I'm gonna flip it over. If it gives me some trouble, we'll just redo it. Oh, almost lost it here. This one little piece does not want to come out. Let's just see. Nope. Okay, there's a prime example of, I will need to use a little bit of cornstarch on this one. You see how that's stuck in there? That normally doesn't happen with these new ones. But if you don't, like, I don't know that this was freshly washed. Knowing me, probably not. Can't open the links in the chat. Well, as soon as you get done with the live, you'll be able to open the link. So I went on Facebook. What am I making? I'm new to all of this and was curious as to what you're making, but not sure if you saw my last question. I did not see your last question. These are actually molds that are designed for furniture makers and artists and people that like to craft. And you just get paper clay, which is what I have here. I sell all of this on my website. And I just covered it with a little bit of cornstarch so it doesn't stick. And now I'm going to go ahead and redo this whole jobby. I'm going to warm it. Let's see. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and push this down. Okay. Should be good. You can copy and paste it into the Google or wherever you want. Thank you, Michelle. All right, so this is what it looks like. Okay. And I'm just going to grab this little tool. This little tool comes in the transfers. This is what you rub the transfers on. It's another product that I sell with IOD, but I save them because it makes a really nice, just a flat line that I can scrape with. So then you're just going to scrape the top of this. And there you go. And now it should come out okay. Sometimes the pieces that have little tiny detailing, like this one did, had a little tiny curl to it. It can be a little trickier to get out of there. Anyway, that's how it's done. But I love that. I love these products. This is what it looks like. And like I said, I'm going to put it, I think I'm going to put it on the top of this. Let me see if I can put this up here at an angle so you can kind of see. And I think maybe I will curl this down around the bottom even. Let's see. You got to kind of just mess around and until you get it where you want it. Okay. I think I'm going to do it that way. So I'm using it upside down compared to how I had it at first, but I think it will work better that way. So there's no right or wrong. It's just a matter of designing your project and just getting it put on there. Now I'm just using the Gorilla Glue. This is just wood glue. You could use like Elmer's glue or something like that. Anything works. Place this so you can all see it. And you can actually paint this while it's still wet if you're careful. I'm going to line that up and I'm looking at my screen. And then you're just going to lightly press down. Okay, so this is pretty much what I'm going to do all over this thing. Well, hi there, Miss Jane. How are you? Can y'all see that? There we go. So I'm going to grab my guitar, though, and get it close to me so that I don't forget to show you what this looks like when you get it done. It's very cool. This is one that I did. It's been a while ago. I need to get it up on my website for sale. But that is the molds that I'm using right now on this. And then I did some layered paint. So they're very, very pretty, very detailed. You can do a ton with them, you guys. So I hope that you give it a try. Set that back there. Meanwhile, I need some, I don't know, what do you guys think I should put on the rest of it? Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Jane. What should I put on the side? Should I do, I have a feather. A feather up here. Should I continue? I could do wings on the side of it, or I could do birds, or I could do butterflies. I haven't opened my butterflies yet. So I'm going to wait for some suggestions. Whoops. You do have to be careful. Remember that they're still wet because I just bumped it, but I'm going to put it right back down and it'll be fine. Florals. I don't think I have my florals over here. Christine. Darn it. I don't have my florals here. That would be pretty, but guess what? I have another one to do. So maybe I'll do this one with the florals. So your choices are wings, birds. Okay, we'll do some birds. Thank you. And then I don't think the mermaids would fit. Let's do some birds. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want because they're all so cute. Let's do this one. You got to kind of figure out the size of everything too. Yeah, the birds with the feathers go really well together. Birds of a feather flock together. I should do some florals though because I have not done that in a long time. All right, I'm going to dip into my, let me change my angle. I'm going to dip into my cornstarch and I'll just put that down. And I've got a nice little clump of clay here. All right. And then I'm just taking my finger and just kind of pulling it. If you get your clay in and it's really fresh, like my clay is really nice and soft, it'll pull off really easy. Now, if it starts drying out on you, it might be a little more difficult to do that. So, but it's very easy, you guys. Please give it a try. It is the coolest thing ever. It's, if you're a person that, especially if you sell stuff at shows and things like that, people love the finished look of these, and they're amazed when you tell them the story about, you know, how you did it. So they're like, what? And like I said, if you're new to this and you do furniture, the classic elements is definitely a must. Okay. So cute. Oh, that's going to be adorable. Okay. Thank you for the love. I'm going to take my wood glue. I like the Gorilla Glue the best, but you can use really whatever you want, and just use your finger, or you have an old brush. Okay. And then we will let's put him on here. Now, what is really cool about these is that when they're wet, you can mold them around. So like his little head, I'm bending it around the molding, or around the shape of the phone right there. I'm able to move it. Definitely want to get some of those. Yeah, you'll love them. So cute little piece of vintage art, really. I feel like there needs to be something along there. Let's put another one over on the other side. I'll use a different one, I think. Hardest part is picking out which one you like. Alright, so I'm going to do like a little pinch pot. You're going to pinch and then you push it. You kind of start to get a little quick at it after you get the hang of it. Nothing hard at all about this, though. If you are a person that is close by and you come in to visit sometime, just ask me and I'll let you give it a try. Okay? I'm always happy to do that. I don't even think I put cornstarch in that one, but it should pop out pretty good. Usually the ones that I have trouble with are like the little teeny tiny ones with detailing. So this one's pretty big, so it should pop out pretty easily, and it did. And he will just sit right there, maybe? Okay. And then I'm probably going to do, I'll probably do this in 2 sessions because I will want to let this dry, although I could paint it wet if I wanted to. But I'm actually going to let it dry, and then I want to see if I want to add to it tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm done. And then I'll come back on during a live and I'll do some kind of paint blending and waxing and all that good stuff so y'all can see. Because that's when all the magic happens, right? I really like that one. That's probably my favorite one. There's the front. There's the side. But I think it needs something else. I'm not sure what. So if you guys have suggestions, let me know. I'll probably add something onto the back too, just in case, because I'm not sure how it's going to be displayed yet. So any questions about it, gang? Any questions at all? I think it's going to be cute. So those of you that joined us late, this is my thought. This will be, you know, if I want to do this for wall art, you could mount this onto some wood, stained wood, frame it. The frame will match the phone, and then you can do all kinds of air plants or succulents inside here. I think that'll be way cute, and it'll be real full. So that's my thought. So we'll have to see how the finished look turns out. Any other questions? I don't see any coming in. So you guys, if you are brand new here on my YouTube channel and you want to make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, and you want to hit that little notification bell so that you get notified every time I have a live or an edited video. I do lots of edited stuff too. And that way you'll be notified and hopefully encouraged and inspired to get out there and create something yourself. So I will see you guys back again sometime this week. But as for right now, I'm planning on every Wednesday about 6 p.m. I'm planning on, that's Eastern time, I'm planning on doing a live just so that you know every week you can at least catch me then, okay? The rest of them are spontaneous. So you guys have a great week, and I hope you're all doing well. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. Good night.